Gamer Spawn. Welcome back, Battlefield fans. The last time we analyzed a trailer, it was for Battlefield's stat tracking social networking site. This time we're here to talk about the recently released Paris multiplayer gameplay. While a lot of the details shown in this new trailer are similar with the first Operation Metro multiplayer trailer, we get to see a lot of new features in play as well. In the first few seconds of the trailer, it shows off where Operation Metro will take place. It shows the city first, complete with a bus and the destructible buildings that will no doubt be used as cover for infantry. They then show the subway station, which we know from the previous footage will allow you to go up and down the escalator, as well as enter the trains as a good choke point. The third section shows the park, or what's left of it. We can see that fire emanating from a vehicle right in the center of the walkway. We then see a shot of infantrymen pushing forward with an LAV-25, with the infantry firing while moving up, and the LAV shooting what looks to be a missile into the enemy. If you still don't know it by now, it has been confirmed by DICE that vehicles will have their own kind of customization in Battlefield 3. One thing we've noticed while watching the trailer is that DICE seems to be implementing a lot of design choices for Medal of Honor into Battlefield 3. Understandable, since DICE also made the multiplayer component for last year's Medal of Honor reboot. One of the things that reminds us of this is the way ribbons are shown in the game. When the soldier aims using his M16 with holographic scope and takes down an enemy, we can see the assault rifle ribbon pop up on the top part of the screen. We also see that killing an enemy will get you 100 points. A headshot is an additional 10, and the ribbon is an extra 200 points. Assuming that it works the same as in Bad Company 2, this means that he has just killed 7 people in a round using assault rifles. It's quite a difference from Bad Company 2's 50 points per kill. The trailer then mentions that the game has garnered 80 E3 award nominations, an impressive number considering the game is still in pre-alpha when it was shown at E3. We then see that the LAV has gotten inside the subway station, with the infantry flanking him on both sides. The entrance is very dark, a perfect opportunity for the engineer to use the flashlight barrel attachment with his M4A1, which we can see illuminates a good portion of the cave-like room with amazing effect. And he opens it just in time, as he immediately spots someone way out into the distance and manages to take the enemy out before any of his teammates get taken down. In the next shot, a flashlight is being used to blind the player and his teammate to great effect. From watching the video, it clearly does obscure your vision a lot in close-quarter battles, but amazingly, the player manages to take the guy out with his M4A1 before his engineered teammate gets any bullets pumped into him. We then see the player in another section of the map, this time killing 2 guys in a single stroke inside the train, netting him 200 points for killing the enemies and an additional +10 for the Avenger bonus kill. It's also important to note that DICE has confirmed that the lights inside the train can be shot out to use the darkness as additional cover. He then moves to the side to see someone too busy in fighting off his comrades to notice him. And yes, you guessed it, he goes for an awesome melee kill. This looks to be one of the biggest differences DICE has made to Battlefield 3. We already know the knife can now be equipped, but this is the first time we've seen it being put to good use. It looks like there's no more running after to knife someone and not know if the knife hit registered or not. This time you get to see an awesome knife-to-the-throat melee animation to go along with it. One more thing that's a big difference when it comes to Battlefield 3's melee is that now you will get 300 points for getting someone's dog tags. You can only get a dog tag if you knife someone from behind or from the side, as the video clearly shows. It's still not known yet if knifing someone head-on will also net you 300 points. Another thing we'd like to add is that the knife is held in a reverse grip position, also known as the ice pick grip, or in some cases, the packle grip with the edge of the blade pointing outward. We already mentioned that Battlefield 3 got 80 award nominations for this year's E3. What's even more impressive is they managed to win more than half of it. Battlefield 3 managed to get an astounding 47 awards for what they've shown in E3. In the next scene, we can see the soldiers moving up the escalators. They also found out that the enemies are waiting for them right as they advance to the ticketing counter. As the soldier moves to the right, an RPG can be seen flying to where his position is, and it hits a pillar, showering the air with fire, debris, and smoke with amazing effects. We then found out that the player is using a support class, evident by the M249 light machine gun the character is carrying. We also get to see another one of DICE's additions to the multiplayer, being able to use bipods and mount them on flat surfaces. The support class mounts the M249 on a countertop and proceeds to rain hell on his enemies. All the while this is happening, missiles are being fired in his direction. We get to see him kill off 2 enemies, one with a headshot represented by a crosshair icon next to the player's kill feed. After this, we notice something else, a ribbon. This time the ribbon shows something new, an accuracy kill ribbon worth 200 points. Could this be perhaps the equivalent of a marksman pin in Bad Company 2? For those who are not familiar, the marksman pin can be earned by doing 5 headshots in a single round. As if winning 47 awards wasn't enough, we also see that the Game Critics Awards also bestowed the Best Action Game and Best Multiplayer Game Awards to Battlefield 3. The Game Critics Awards is an independent group of 35 North American media outlets that cover the video game industry. In other words, Battlefield 3 did enough to impress all 35 outlets to come out with these 2 prestigious honors. We're nearing the end of our analysis, but that doesn't mean the pace is toning down. In the next scene, we see that the player is outside in the city area once again. He runs right next to the bus, but as he does, he sees 2 enemies perched in one of the second-story windows. He takes aim with his M16A4 and with the help of his ACOG scope, gets a double kill. While he's reloading, we see a missile fired at the same window that blows a huge chunk of the wall apart, showing off the Frostbite 2's impressive destruction. If you think all the rubble and large chunks are just for effect, think again. DICE has also confirmed that anyone unlucky enough to be caught by falling debris will take damage. It looks like the trailer does not end well for our player. As he steps away from the cover the bus was giving him, we see that an enemy has an RPG locked and it's fired at his position, giving us a tense ending to what we've just seen.